Boom. Welcome back to another episode of the Give Back to the Game podcast. On this week's episode, we are going to tackle the college football playoff rankings both weeks because we didn't get to record last week. Forgive me, I sound like death right now, battling a cold and my voice is gone, so bear with me. All right, we're also going to talk about some historic quarterback play from our guy Joe Fagnano at UConn. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, my guy. And we're going to talk about some awesome upsets and a lot of the awesome games that we went through in Week 11's games from last weekend. Lastly, we are going to cover this upcoming weekend's games. We're going to give our insight and predictions so that way you guys can pick along with us. And if you make it to the end of the video, as you know, we're an Arizona State podcast, so we are going to go through an ASU preview of this week's game against West Virginia. So stay tuned. Watch along with us. Let's get it. We'll run it back one more time. Thanks, Philip, for that. I don't think you sound like death, but whatever. Anyway.
You kind of sound like death.
I know I do. I'm fighting the cold right now, so ignore the fact that my voice is half gone. I have to talk all day for my job, so it's just all bad today. All bad today. I sounded normal to start the day, but now I'm here.
Just in time for when we're going to talk.
Just in time for more talking. The part of my day that I actually care about talking about.
This is fun talking, though.
Yeah, this is fun talking. All right, man. Let's jump into it. First off, we're going to go through the college football playoff rankings. So, nothing crazy. I mean, what? Looks like Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, A&M 3, Alabama 4, Georgia
A&M
5.
at 3 is pretty big, though, because A&M's arguably had the best resume out of the teams in the top 4. So I'm a bit surprised that they didn't jump Indiana.
Really? Indiana's got a solid resume, too. I mean, the beating they put on Illinois, going and beating Oregon at Oregon is a solid win.
But after barely sneaking it out this weekend.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. That's
I think A&M should have jumped them.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I would go there, but because the only win on this, I guess you could – A&M beat Notre Dame in a game they probably shouldn't have won. So they're 9. Outside of that, A&M, do they have any wins on this rankings?
Yeah, but they're taking care of people.
They are taking care
very
of people.
Solid.
So is Indiana, though.
Doesn't look like it.
Indiana took care of the team ahead of Notre Dame in a more convincing fashion where you believe that Indiana was the right team to win that game.
I mean, what, they beat Oregon?
I think
anyone else on this team?
I think Penn State gets a bad rap because of their record and their situation, but their roster and their home environment is definitely top 25 caliber. Yeah. So I think that's a good trap game.
But
I mean, they beat
the debate's
Iowa
there
too.
though.
Oh yeah, they did beat Iowa on
at
the road.
Kinnick.
Again, potentially an Iowa win there, but yeah, they beat Iowa. Indiana, what else they get?
Do you think Oregon actually beating Iowa does more for Indiana?
Doesn't really change anything.
No, it just shows that Oregon and Indiana are kind of similar. Indiana, though, controlled more of that game.
No, here's my logic, right? Because Oregon being ranked in the top 10 makes Indiana's resume look so much better.
Yeah, it does.
But because if Iowa wins that game, they probably jump to like 15. Oregon probably drops to 16. So now instead of having a top 10 road win.
I don't know. They'd probably find a way to rank Oregon ahead of Iowa. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, they probably would, honestly. We'll dive into that.
Oh, I think Oregon would have still been higher ranked than Iowa if Iowa would have pulled it off.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I do.
It would have been both. It would have been like 12-14.
Not because I think it's right, but because I think that's what would have happened.
Yep. It would have been like 12-14.
Like
that's hysterical.
Iowa, Georgia Tech, Pitt, BYU, Vandy. Those are like logos that don't look like Utah. Those are logos that don't belong with them. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I agree with that or not, but like that M at 18. You know, the Michigan Wolverines, USC. Those are logos that belong. I feel like that all plays into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's fair.
All right, never mind. I'm not going to speak.
Okay. Well, for me, I honestly
saving a cold take.
Yeah.
The
Fair.
top 5 don't really surprise me. I think Texas Tech should be higher than Georgia, personally,
That's
just
crazy.
based off the eye test. Like, Texas Tech still looks like the best team, one of the best teams in the country. They're right up there with like Ohio State, Indiana, A&M.
I don't know that I could say that. Georgia, where they got big win over Ole Miss. Who else on this list they got?
At home, yeah.
Is that the only team in the top 25 they've beaten at this moment? They honestly could have beat Alabama.
They could have beat Bama, but they lost to Bama.
They did.
They play Texas this week.
Yeah. That'll be
Who else did they beat? Did they beat anyone else? Tennessee?
No, a lot
They beat
of
Tennessee.
a lot of AC. Yeah, they did beat Tennessee. A game they could have lost too.
Yeah. Scariest team.
I could see your Texas Tech argument. I think I'd still give the edge to Georgia right now, but I could see your argument.
I mean, because Texas Tech's lone loss on the road in Tempe at ASU without Baron Morton. With Baron Morton, it's probably a different game. They probably beat us. I hate to say it. They probably do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, our defense was balling that game. The delusional ASU fan in me wants to say we'd win, but the rational college football
Good thing is
watcher-
we don't have to have that conversation. We're talking about ifs. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So, honestly, I'm gonna still die on the hill that I think Texas Tech should be 4. I think
Over
definitely.
Bama?
Yeah, I think over Bama.
I don't know that I could say that either. What I
Who's
do
Texas Tech's
think,
best win.
I know it's not great.
what I do
BYU
think,
right now.
They didn't.
They beat BYU. Yeah, they just beat them last week. Beat BYU. They beat Utah.
Oh yeah. No, that was.
Um,
No, it was the Utah game I was thinking about. Never mind.
They still play Cincinnati. Let's see.
yeah.
I mean, they lost to ASU.
What I think is cool for Texas Tech's sake, I don't know that they should. I think they're ranked pretty well, honestly. Is just the fact that they belong up there. I think they belong up there, and we're not sitting here saying like,
Yeah.
well, you throw Tech a pity rank at 6 for the sake of being what their record is. Like, no, they are they could easily beat any one of the teams ranked ahead of them.
Yeah.
Roster wise, skill wise, they're that good. And I think that's what's cool about it, having a Big 12 team up there.
I was gonna say, shout out the Big 12. We got 4 teams in the top 25 right now. Tech, BYU, Utah, Cincinnati squeaked in there at 25.
We really having Cincinnati below Tennessee.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I know they got a rough loss at Utah, but Utah,
Logos.
true.
Yeah, logos.
Kelsey's can't save Cincinnati.
No.
We need Taylor Swift to save Cincinnati, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
honestly. If Taylor Swift endorsed Cincinnati, they'd be a top 15 team right now.
Just got to get a little more name behind that C.
Right. Let's see what else. Ole Miss at 7 seems fair. Oregon at 8, probably fair. Notre Dame at 9. Texas 10. Oklahoma.
I think Notre Dame beats Texas Tech though.
I still don't think so. In a neutral site, I would still take Texas Tech. But that's just because they've been rolling. And I don't think it's by a lot. It's by a field goal or something. But
I think that any one of the top 10 teams could be any one of the top 10 teams any given day. I don't think there's very much
I think that's
differentiation between any of those teams,
I think
Texas
that's fair.
included. Texas, as poorly as they played against Ohio State, they had a chance to tie it and
Dude.
send it to OT.
How about this? Texas has probably one of the craziest journeys in terms of rankings ever.
Mm-hmm.
Started the year number 1, dropped completely out of the rankings by week 6 or 7. Now here we are 5 or 6 weeks later, and they're back in the top 10. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Props to Sark, dude.
Yeah, they're rolling on offense now.
Yeah.
It took a little bit. Trenches are still
Yeah, Arch
iffy,
is looking good.
but they're finding ways to make it work with their athletes.
Yeah, and their defense is nuts.
Yeah.
Still.
We're going to find out a lot about them this week
Against
because
Georgia,
they did
yeah.
it. You could say they've done it, but against Mississippi State's defense
Yep.
and against Vandy's defense,
You're right.
which has been
And Kentucky's
suspect
defense.
lately. They stunk against Kentucky's
I know.
defense.
That's what I'm saying is
I'm saying they're good.
they haven't
His
played
good
anybody in the last
performances-
few weeks.
His good performances have come against questionable defenses. So
Right. And Vandy even had a chance to win, too, at the end. I mean, they recovered the onside kick, down
yeah.
3, and
the thing that could bode well for him, as Georgia's defense has been good at times and
Also been bad
suspect
at
at times. So
Yeah.
we'll learn a lot about both Georgia and Texas this week.
Yep.
Right. All right. Oklahoma's at 11. It's probably
Just don't really know
yeah.
what we're getting with materia.
Dude,
Over
Oklahoma is the
BYU
biggest
is-
question mark.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Well, BYU looked terrible against Texas Tech.
I don't know, man. Yes, they did, but
Their defense played hard, but
right,
dude,
that's
they looked bad. Couldn't move the ball against them.
so did Oklahoma against Texas. So
Yeah, that's
Oklahoma's
fair.
got 2 losses. BYU,
Got one loss.
I do think they're fraudulent, but if we're going based on resume right now, BYU's got a better resume than Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Eh,
So
I guess you can't say that because Oklahoma's got to win against Michigan. They've got
who else did they beat? Have they beat anybody
Tennessee.
impressive?
They beat Tennessee.
Yeah, they
on the
did
road.
at
was
Tennessee. That
impressive.
was actually a really big win.
Yeah, so never mind. Forget
Did
what I
they
said.
did they just come off a bye week? Someone look that up. Oklahoma.
I think they did. Tennessee was 2 weeks ago. I was watching
tell
that
you.
game while I was grilling chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a kind of a what did they say? A mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A vibe.
Hashtag vibe.
Yeah, that was their last
Then I
game.
turned that trash game off to watch a real game. NC State, Georgia Tech.
All right, their wins this year, they beat Illinois State, Michigan, Temple, Auburn, Kent State, South Carolina, Tennessee. And let's look at BYU. I'm going to take a look at BYU too.
Unimpressive against U of A. Unimpressive against.
Win's a win.
Kind of impressive against Utah. Still probably should have lost.
Yeah, Utah's their most impressive win right now. And then their next one is U of A and Iowa State. But yeah, they've had a cake schedule.
Unimpressive. They didn't.
So
Rocco
we're
Beck
rooting for
kinda
chaos.
handed them that game on a silver platter.
Yeah, I know. That pick six at late was really bad.
He threw some terrible picks.
Yeah. TCU.
Not to totally shred BYU, they still win these games. I just am looking at these other teams, and I think Utah beats BYU if they play again.
Probably.
Yeah, I do
BYU
too.
is so hard to forecast.
I know.
Also,
Because you
Dampier
can't
wasn't playing
forecast
healthy.
a team throwing 3 picks and putting the ball on the ground
And then
a
winning
couple
by 3.
times.
Yeah. BYU always, they just find a way to win. That's
They
it.
do.
That's the name of the game with Kalani Satake's teams. And every year it's just, they win games they shouldn't. We all question whether BYU's legit or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year they proved they were not legit. I said that. Chase Roberts, at Chase Roberts, my least favorite player in college football.
I think he's the podcast.
Dude,
We
did
don't,
you
we don't
hear-
want to make enemies or anything, but it was,
I want to
it was
make an enemy
definitely-
with Chase Roberts.
Chase Roberts definitely. He angered
Can't
some
stand
ASU
that dude.
fans.
No. You know what he said this week
What did he say?
after they lost to Texas Tech?
He's always got something to say.
He said, I guarantee we're going to play them in the Big 12 championship, and then we're going to beat them.
Dang.
I was like,
His
oh, I've
last-
heard that before.
His last forecast didn't happen.
Not at all. Have you heard that? Did we show you that after the ASU game?
Yeah, I saw it after the ASU game. Did he do it again?
Yeah, he did it this week after they lost to Texas Tech.
Dang, we are hammering Cincinnati next week when they play Cincinnati.
Oh, for
Let's go.
sure, we're
At
hammering
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
It's free money.
Come on now.
Go
All
Bearcats!
right, and then we were just talking kind of briefly about
Chase
Utah.
Roberts has almost single-handedly made us not like BYU.
No.
Yeah,
BYU
he's got
has
some
done
of the
that
worst
all on
sound
their
bites
own.
we've heard.
Dude, he has some terrible sound bites. But BYU does it all on their own. It sucks because I love Kalani Sitake.
I know they got some fun uniforms,
I
great
know.
stadium atmosphere. Cool
LJ Martin
field.
is fun.
Zach Wilson at BYU is one of my favorite players of all time.
I know. That just didn't age well.
The Jets, man, that's what we'll chalk it up to.
He
Yeah,
can throw the ball pretty far, though.
yeah, he
Yeah,
can.
dude.
Crossbody.
It looks real pretty.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Nobody. Zach Wilson makes throwing the football look fun.
Yeah.
It makes it look like
He definitely does.
it's fun to watch.
Utah's a good team. I think 13's fair. Vandy at 14, I think, is fair. Miami over Georgia Tech
Questionable.
is.
I wouldn't even
don't
put
like
Miami
that.
over USC.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I
I
mean,
put Miami
Miami's.
at 18.
Yeah, but Miami does have a win over Notre Dame. That's something Georgia Tech can't say.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech's best win right now is what, Clemson?
Yeah.
So I get it. If we're looking purely at resume,
I suppose if you're going best win, but you also got to factor in
worst
loss.
They lost at home to Louisville.
And I guess Louisville's 20, and they've lost to SMU, who's probably
On the
going to make it
road,
to the ACC
yeah.
championship.
But Georgia Tech is a one-loss team, and their only loss was a trap game at NC State.
They're coping right now.
Whatever.
That's a bad loss.
Hey, me coping like they're 8-1.
That wasn't a trap game.
It was 100% a trap game.
If you're as good as you've been talking about him, you should have steamrolled him.
We should have.
I wouldn't, it's hard because NC State's offense is just really good.
Yeah, it is.
But
That
to have
kid, that
no
freaking
answers,
running back they put in, I don't know what the young kid,
Duke
the freshman,
Scott.
Duke Scott. That
Yeah,
kid
he's
looked
tough.
like Cam Scatterby running the football. Oh my gosh, they just couldn't tackle him. Then they put the starter back in, whoever their running back is.
No, he was hurt. Hollywood Smothers.
Yeah.
He was hurt for
they,
that
they had
game.
another running back too that would run the ball as well. And every time they put that kid in, he just got stuffed. And they put Duke Scott back in, and it's like 9 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, 35-yard touchdown.
I couldn't stop him.
I know. NC State's a wagon. What are you gonna do?
Georgia Tech's offense is a wagon too.
I know.
It's just their defense.
Is suspect.
I wouldn't trust them to beat many of the teams on this list
No, I
based
know.
on their defense.
But they would. Some of them. We'll find out when they play Georgia at the end of the
Maybe
year.
Virginia. We'll give them the Virginia game.
If it were me, I'd put Georgia Tech at 15, SC at 16, Miami at 17.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I don't like Michigan all that much, but their resume is like
Do they have 2 or 3 losses?
solid. I think they have 2.
Oh, never
They
mind.
lost to Oklahoma
Good on you, Michigan.
and
USC.
USC. Okay. Then that's their only 2 losses. Virginia losing at home to Wake Forest sucked.
Yeah, and it's hard to judge that one too harshly because
Yeah, but-
Chandler Morris was out for most of the game.
How was he?
He
Yeah,
got
but they-
hurt in
they
like the
still look
early
terrible.
second quarter. Yeah,
They
but
still look
Wake
terrible.
Forest is not like they're a tough team. They got a big win over SMU as well.
That's right. They took Georgia Tech down on the wire.
Right. Wake Forest is not to be trifled with. And that's not to like back Virginia is hard. Like I don't think Virginia is the toughest team in the world, but Chandler Morris not finishing the game is also
Here's the
hurting
crazy
them
thing.
here.
The ACC has 5 ranked teams.
Like I think Michigan and USC both beat Virginia. I think probably Iowa beats Virginia.
You think probably? I think definitely Iowa beats Virginia. And I don't think it's particularly close. I think Iowa beats the tar out of Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
the ACC is really stacking them in.
I know.
Right. They just
But they're not like they
they're
don't
one of
seem
those-
like for real at all.
they're one of those conferences where like all the teams top to bottom are kind of similar. It's just the good teams are good enough to edge wins out over like the teams that can't find wins.
Yeah, I think Louisville they lost a game early in the year without Isaac Brown. And he's leading the country in yards per carry for those who qualify. I think he's averaging like 8 yards a carry.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts. Iowa, obviously, is Iowa. They're doing their thing with a better offense. And they're actually like...
Not statistically, but it is better to watch.
No, it's not brain rot, is what I mean. Like,
Yeah. It's passive.
it's passable. Like, I can turn an Iowa game on and, like, not just root for the offense to
Yeah.
punt quickly so that the defense and the special teams can get back
Yeah.
on the field as soon as possible. Like, now it's like, oh, they can actually get a couple first downs.
Yeah, the offense
That's really
is good
great.
for like a touchdown or 2 a game, which is like new.
Yeah, but that's more than enough to win a football game if you're Iowa.
It's better than like 2 field goals a game.
Right? I mean, taking Oregon down to the wire, taking Indiana. Look, I mean, 2 of your losses are to the number 2 and the number 8 team in the country. And then their other loss was in a rivalry game against Iowa State.
Against a healthy Iowa State team.
Fully healthy Iowa State. Fully
Undefeated
healthy.
Iowa State when they're healthy.
Yeah, honestly. Probably. I don't know. ASU beat them when they were pretty healthy. Except for their 2 corners. The 2
Iowa
corners.
State?
Yeah. Because they had everybody healthy except for their 2 starting corners.
Yeah, it's like we threw the ball out, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they would have made a huge difference. I'm kidding. Calm down, Iowa State fans. All right.
Joe Fagnano.
Well, Pitt We got to get through these last 4. Pitt, Tennessee,
I
USF,
just want to say his name.
Cincinnati. I honestly, yeah, William, you said you think Cincinnati over Tennessee.
I don't know. It doesn't even matter.
No, it doesn't. It'll all shake up after this week because Cincinnati, they don't play BYU this week, do they? No, we would be highlighting it. BYU plays. No, Cincinnati plays U of A.
I mean, South Florida's got a better resume than half the teams ranked above them, too.
BYU
so.
plays TCU this week. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to review that game. That's going to be so much fun. All right. But honestly, pretty good job
Yeah,
by
I
the
think
committee.
they did good.
I feel good about this.
Good rankings, CFP.
I mean, is there anybody else?
Problem
that
is
I
they
would
don't have
even
ASU
rank?
ranked, so.
Yeah, that's the big
We
problem.
don't want it.
Okay.
Don't want it.
Actually, I do have one problem.
Okay.
James Madison.
Who are you going to put him in over?
That's a great
The
question.
real problem
Cincinnati.
Is, the real problem is North Texas.
Tulane's ranked higher than them. Hey, ASU received votes in the AP this week.
Wow.
Where's North
Go
Texas
us.
at?
Right now they're 28. Tulane's 26.
Tulane over North Texas? Are you serious? These AP voters need to watch some American football.
Oh, here's who they dropped. They dropped Iowa.
Understandable, but also like Iowa's the best 6-3 team in the country. They're like 2-3 plays away from being undefeated, with wins over Indiana and.
Because every game they play comes down to a few plays, and you don't score points.
It's true.
Yeah, we could also be like 4 or 5 losses deep. So
All right.
it could have. You could use the
When
argument.
you play
either
that
way.
brand of football, you gotta just live with that.
Right.
Right. All right.
It's like Army.
Dude. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
football now.
scrolling on
nowadays.
Twitter this week.
It's all ball control and.
I was scrolling on Twitter and I was made aware of some pretty ridiculous quarterback play from a guy that most people have never heard of. So we're going to put y'all on real quick. If you have never heard of Joe Fagnano, the quarterback, the 7th year quarterback at the University of Connecticut. Let me tell you, right now he is second in the nation in passing yards at 2,840 in 10 games. He's also passing at a 68.8% completion percentage. But here's the real, jaw-dropping stat. He broke the FBS record since 1995. The last time this was done, it was done by Shea Wirtz.
Shout out Shea Wirtz.
Shea Wirtz, Georgia Southern quarterback a few years back.
Triple
He's
option
the first
quarterback.
quarterback since 1995 to have 10 passing touchdowns, and 0 interceptions, and he had 13 on the year. That was the only other time since 1995 that's happened. Joe Fagnano right now has 25 passing touchdowns and 0 interceptions. It's never been done. Not at this level. I mean, Trey Lance did it at the FCS level, but this has never been done at the Division I FBS level. 25 touchdowns, 0 picks. And it's not like they're playing a bunch of slouches every week. Yeah, they are playing. I mean, their comp isn't great. I won't lie. But winning a game against a Duke team who has one of the most fun offenses in football, all 3 losses are in overtime by a touchdown or less, obviously, if they're in OT. And the last 5 games, y'all ready for this? 22 for 28, 355, 4 tugs. 23 for 31, 362, 4 tugs. 32 for 48, 344, and 3 tugs. 23 for 30, 267, 4 tugs. 27 for 39, 311, and 3 tugs. All with 0 picks.
He's a baller.
Dude, it's insane. He deserves to be talked about as a Heisman candidate. These are not just elementary numbers. He also had 51 rushing yards last week against Duke. 311 through the air, 51 rushing yards on 6 carries, and 3 touchdowns through the air. And those 6 carries for 51 yards are factoring in the fact that he was sacked twice. His QB rating this year, or his passer rating, is 162.4.
Pretty good.
That's better than pretty good, I'd say. He's had 2 games this year over 200. against FIU and Boston College, funny enough. QBR 71.8. I wonder what his PFF grade is. I'd be interested to find that out. But, yeah, dude, I mean, he outdueled Darian Mensah. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Anyway, William, have you watched any of this kid at all?
No, but I've caught highlight touchdowns here and there. He is I've known about him though for a few years.
Right.
He came in. Who did they used to have at quarterback? Was it Zion Turner?
Yeah.
Taquan Robertson?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, he filled in a couple times, and I was like, dang, this guy kind of moves the offense.
It was Zion Turner.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Well, actually, here.
I think he made Zion Turner transfer, and then they brought in Nick Evers from Wisconsin. He was a 4-star guy, and then he beat him out. But, yeah, I mean, he's been around forever. Good athlete, throws an accurate ball. That's pretty much all I know about him. UConn doesn't find their way in front of me very often.
Roberson was the guy.
So that's on me, hand up. Haven't been watching enough UConn football. Know the name. Happy for the kid.
Well, it looks like,
Jim Moore is doing
funny
incredible
enough,
work.
I think he started his first year at UConn, and then it got hurt. So they actually played tough against
He's been hurt a
NC
couple
State.
times, I think.
Threw a pick in that game, first game. And then it looks like against Georgia State, they were getting blanked, and I think he got hurt in this game. Yeah, because Taquan Roberson came in, finished it out, which is funny. He's like, his numbers early on were not good, but then all of a sudden he just burst on the scene.
No, we'll have to run the tape on this guy, see what's up with.
Oh yeah, we'll add that to the series of players you didn't know were good.
People are starting to figure out about him though.
I know they are.
We might be late to the game.
We gotta hop on that quick.
It's only $18 to get into the UConn Air Force game.
Dang.
There you go.
It's going to be a high offensive game, high scoring affair.
Dude, they could win 9
This is gonna be
games
a fun
this
one.
year. UConn could win 9 games this year.
Could win 10.
Yeah, they could win a bowl.
Are
game,
they
man.
the best team in the FBS Independence? Some are saying.
Some are saying it.
There's somebody else there.
They have tied for the most wins.
They do. Well, they're 6-3 right now.
Are they not 7-3?
No, they're 6. Oh, they are 7-3.
Oh, there's only 2 in the FBS because I thought UMass was in there.
UMass is in there.
They're in the MAC now.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah.
So who is it?
Is it Notre Dame and UConn?
Is it really? Good. He's the best independent quarterback in the country.
They
now.
beat Boston College more convincingly than Notre Dame did.
Yeah,
so
they did.
Who's to say?
You could say he's the best independent quarterback in the country.
Yeah.
I would say so. No disrespect to CJ Carr, because
He's just not playing. He's not playing at this level.
You know how I feel about CJ Carr.
We love
but
CJ Carr. He's just not Joe Fagnano.
He's
No,
just number
not
2.
Joe Fagnano.
Yeah.
Number
QB
2 in the
two.
Independence Conference.
Right. All right. Should we jump into the?
They should play each other every year.
What are we going to talk
Facts.
about? We're on the
Independence
Week 11
Conference
recap.
That'd be a fun game. They should
Yeah.
play each other.
They should.
All right. We jumping into the
UConn doesn't
recap
want
of
to.
last week's games.
Let's do it.
All right, so obviously we didn't record last week. I had a sick kid, so we decided not to record. It was a last-minute decision. Sorry, I made Sam drive all the way over here. Then I sent him home. And
okay.
William, you came over too. Oh,
Yeah, we tossed the ball around the yard a little bit.
yeah. So
Took it easy.
No content from last week, so we don't have
Definitely
a record for y'all. But we didn't get to really talk about our record from Week 10. We had a rough Week 10. A lot of upsets, a lot of stuff we didn't see happening. Went 8-9 as a podcast. William was our winner of the week. He went 10-7. So, like I said, we had no picks last week. But I do want to highlight there were 5 games that were rather shocking, and I'll work my way up. I'll start down. Hawaii dominating San Diego State. Micah Alejado throwing the ball over the yard. Sorry, Sean.
For all those who
Absolutely
figured out how to
slammed the
watch
door.
that on the Mountain West app.
Yeah. Right.
not on Not on CBS Sports.
Probably not.
Nope.
Not at 9
I
p.m. it's not.
downloaded the
That
Mountain
game was probably
West-
on so late.
Dude, I downloaded the Mountain West Network app
Just so you could watch it?
trying to watch it, and it was like all I could
This
find
guy.
was a preview of the game.
Really?
I
Yeah.
think you can find a website that would make it work.
Did you end up watching it or no? Okay.
Watch the highlights on Mountain West Network YouTube.
You probably have to download like Mountain West Plus or whatever, or pay some subscription to watch the games.
Yeah, they
We
ain't that
doing
deep.
that.
Just take it easy. It's 10
Just
o'clock.
bootleg it.
Yeah, bootleg it.
I didn't care that much. Didn't want to give my computer a virus.
Fair enough. What was the score?
38-6, I think.
Oh.
They
BTA.
dominated them
BTA.
in the
indeed.
rain.
In the rain. You can't even at that point say it was like a bad weather game. They just got dominated. Lined up against them and beat the tar out of them.
And we're a Hawaii podcast. We love some
we
Hawaii
love-
football.
We love some Hawaii football.
They were
Jackson
with
Harris.
us from the beginning.
Jackson Harris, man.
3 touchdowns.
7 catches, 130, 3 tugs.
Yeah, he balled out.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's the next game on our list?
All right. UConn over Duke. Kind of talked about that. 37-34 in favor of UConn. I honestly did not see that coming. I
Crazy
was
thing
pretty
is Duke
shocked.
is still alive in the ACC.
I know they're 5-4
It's
too.
a Elite 8 matchup.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, definitely day matchup.
Cooper Flag was nowhere to be seen for Duke.
No Kemba Walker coming out of the
Cam
woodworks.
Boozer was not coming
Yeah.
through the door.
Yeah, Cardiac Kemba beat out Cooper Flag and all those Duke blue blood legends. Alrighty. The next one was Wisconsin over number 23 ranked Washington. That one was crazy. Terrible weather game. That one was chalked up to bad weather. I mean, Damon Williams couldn't throw the ball anywhere, and when he did, he overthrew everybody. It was bad. Bad. It was a torrential downpour. Wisconsin, they didn't even I don't even know
called
if they
Big
scored
Ten
enough.
football.
It is Big
Yeah.
Ten football, and Washington just wasn't ready for
We know
it.
it doesn't rain that much in Washington, so they weren't probably ready for this kind of environment.
Correct.
So
Right.
we got to give them the benefit of the
Got too
doubt.
many
We have
Arizona
to.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So Washington's still like that. Damon Williams, we still love you. We still believe you're a first-round quarterback.
We do, but that's a darn shame losing to
Wisconsin, I know. They had 4 people attempt to pass in this game.
With Jonah Coleman on your roster, you could not find a way to beat
here's a fun
Wisconsin.
question for you.
That's
Who was Wisconsin's leading passer in that game? Do you know?
Carter Smith.
Nope.
Was it Danny O'Neal? Hunter Simmons.
Nope.
What?
It was their punter who went 1
No
for
way.
1, had 24 passing yards.
That's it?
That's
Yep.
awesome.
He led their team in passing, 1 for 1, 24 yards.
That's an academy school stat.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that on I think it was X or Threads. It was something like that. I'm gonna confirm that though, because I don't want to throw out misinformation like that. Here, let's go box score. Yep, Sean West, their punter, number
Shout
91,
out Sean West.
had half of their team's passing yards for the day. Hunter Simmons went 2 for 3 with 16 passing yards. Carter Smith 3 for 12 with 8 passing yards. Danny O'Neal went 0 for 2 with 0 passing yards. And good old Sean West, who should suit up at quarterback every week for them,
Yeah.
honestly. 1 for 1, 24 passing yards.
With the ranked win.
With a ranked win at home.
Luke Fickle just saved his job.
No, Sean West saved his job. Yeah, Damon Williams, not a good game. 20 for 32,
Yeah.
134, touchdown and a pick.
What's the next game here?
Yeah. Oh, so Cal going on the road, upsetting number 15 Louisville. I didn't watch any of that game.
Overtime.
I watched bits
Overtime
and
game.
pieces.
But Cal was up for pretty much the whole game, and then sent it to OT, and they won. Was like 29-26 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jaron looked sharp.
Of course he
They
did.
could not stop Jacob DeJesus. He had, 16
Hey,
catches
say
or
his
so?
name.
What?
Say it, JKS.
JKS.
Yeah, come on. What's his
LDS.
name? What's his name?
Jerron.
You can't say it, Wayne. Don't help him.
Kiave
You gotta hear it once.
Yahweh.
Songapolatele.
You I told you not to help him.
You just told me to help him. I thought.
I said don't help him.
No.
He's got to get it on his
Pulatele.
own. Say it one more time.
You heard it.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear it.
I heard
ready
it.
to
It was
go.
pretty good.
See.
Whatever. Jiron,
Yahweh.
Kiave, Songapolatele.
Pulatele.
There you go.
Easy.
Yeah. Easy, right? All right, last game. Wake Forest going on the road, upsetting number 14 Virginia. Although, like I said, I didn't watch any of this game, so
I watched a decent
Wake Forest
amount.
is like that.
Wake Forest's defense.
I know, Sam. You've
is
been
for
riding
real.
you've been on the Wake Forest train the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia.
You know who beat
couldn't-
Wake Forest? Georgia
Barely.
Tech on the road.
What was the score?
It was like 30-29 or something like that.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
win's a win.
Virginia lost their quarterback pretty early, and then they brought in their backup and forgot that they could run the ball. Like, he came in the second quarter and had 28 pass attempts. Like, come on, bro. What is Virginia doing?
know.
You got 3 good running backs. I was just shocked.
Not the best way to handle it.
No, not at all.
It is if you want to lose your shot in an ACC title shot.
Yeah, no
It was a
kidding.
great game plan for
Yeah,
that.
it's working as planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, last week full of some crazy games. Oh, I do want to mention, dude. How about Omar Cooper, dude?
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza obviously balled on that last drive, but that may be one of the most impressive catches I've ever seen.
There was 2 of them. There's that tight end on the
Well,
sideline.
that guy, he's
Charlie
not a
Becker.
tight end.
He's a what? He's a
Oh,
I
yeah?
receiver.
think he's a
I thought he
tight
was a
end
tight
because
end,
he's
too.
tall, white, and wears
He
number
looks
80.
somewhat unathletic.
Yeah, he doesn't have the swaggiest uniform drip.
Charlie
but
Becker, man.
Charlie Becker, yeah, he
Respect.
balled out.
He's the man that set up history.
Yeah.
Because that Omar Cooper catch is easily one of the most impressive catches I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, and just how big the moment was.
The moment,
The moment,
throw.
The throw was insane.
Everything.
The body control, the fact that his right foot was about to come down out of bounds, and just something in him, kind of like you could see it kind of like pick his foot up just slightly, allowed the left foot to come down with an inch between him and the sideline or the back of the end zone.
Beautiful.
No, Omar Cooper's a stud. I
I
kind of
was
threw his
screaming in
name
the
out.
kitchen because I was like, "No way that just happened! I just
Yeah.
witnessed the greatest catch ever."
I threw his name out early when we were talking about
you did.
best receivers in the nation, and so like seeing him kind of live it out is just awesome, dude. And he's an Indiana guy, no transfer. Just crazy that Indiana has a talent like that
All right,
stashed away.
Good on them.
dude.
Yeah, but
insane.
Mendoza, what a drive! One of the most fun drives I've ever watched.
William, you have.
He's hard to scout.
Let's see here.
Fernando Mendoza. I'm having a hard time getting wrapped around Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson as draft prospects. Because how much of them are they just college game managers?
Right.
Or how much of this is...
I don't know. That
real?
last drive, he made some ridiculous throws. Like he stepped up. Like he impressed me so much on that because I was in your boat where I was like, I really don't see the hype with Fernando
It's
Mendoza.
not that I don't see it. It's just hard to
Right.
find out what's real. Not that what's
Yeah.
real, but it's like projecting them as NFL talents, you know?
Right. But we're starting to see some of those game managers start to ball at the next
I
level.
like Ty Simpson more.
I do too.
As a translate, like
Julian Sain's a
the
good
genuine
good player of the football.
accuracy.
He's got quicker feet.
I agree.
Mendoza's a little
The-
stiff for my liking.
I like Damon Williams over all of
The
them.
thing with Mendoza, when I watch him, I just think about Jared Goff. Like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
He reminds me so much of Goff.
He's got that kind of like hunched shoulder kind of look, you know?
Have you heard his
They kind of
voice?
bring the ball way from the top. The
Yeah.
similar
Have you heard him
throw
talk?
motions.
Huh?
you heard him
Mendoza,
talk?
he's phenomenal.
I know, he sounds like a
Electric
broadcaster.
interview.
He literally-
Electric interview.
Uh-huh.
I know. Just like such a podcaster voice.
No, he's
Podcast.
wonderful.
He's like Jared Goff on the field, Kirk Cousins behind the mic. Like,
Yeah.
he's just
That's what you want.
He's the whole package. If teams are gonna regret not
no.
taking that first
I do
overall.
like Mendoza, but the pocket passer is kind of a dying breed.
I think it's going to come back, though.
Yeah.
I think it's cyclical.
It really just depends
think
on what
people-
guys are coming out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like these trends kind of come with the players. Like you saw in the 2010s, really, Cam Newton kind of... I mean, it was the Michael Vick in the 2000s. Cam Newton set it off, and then you saw what it came into. Lamar's and
Mahomes even.
Mahomes and
Yeah,
whoever.
Deshaun Watson was one of those guys too early
Yeah,
on.
he was. Josh
Yeah.
Allen's.
And then you saw how different they could affect the game. And then you see the scouts putting more of an emphasis on it, but then you can't put too much of an emphasis on it and just scout the athlete
Yep.
when they still have to know how to play quarterback.
Right.
So then it's like you can't get away from the basics. 'Cause So we'll see. I think there's gonna be less of an emphasis on mobility more, and getting back to playing within the offense and how they are above the shoulders.
Right.
Especially in the transfer portal era, you got to be able to pick stuff up quick.
Yep. It's going to be more about diagnosing defenses and going through reads and progressions and being able to make the throws.
But when you see a lot more, I mean, you're seeing all the too high shells people are staying in. You're seeing these match coverages. Like, it's crazy complicated what's going on in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to pick it up.
I was talking to Kevin. This is totally off topic. It's kind of on topic, but it's not really. And he was saying, one, he's a big fan of the William game. He was a big fan because he was like, I'd never heard of these guys in William, just knows where he went to college. But he was saying we need to find games for you and for me, things that we can play that put our knowledge to the test. We just got to figure out what that is. For you, I was like, oh, dang, I need access to all 22s so I can go in some, like, pre-snap looks and be like, what are they in right now? Tell me.
Yeah, that would be.
Give me the package and then the.
Yeah.
I need huddle. That's what I need.
I'd love some all 22. Imagine if you had all 22 access to any game you wanted.
That would be beautiful.
NFL Game Pass.
Garbo.
Dude, you remember during COVID when they released it for free?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so good. And then they changed the formatting.
It's bad now?
It's horrible.
During COVID, I was grinding it.
Dude,
Really?
I would watch for like 3-4 hours a day.
Yeah, I know.
I went through the entire Packers season to like make a claim that Aaron Rodgers is a. It was like the year we gave up like 300 rushing yards to Raheem Mostert in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Aaron Rodgers is falling off, and I'm like, are we watching the same guy? And then he goes off for like 40 plus touchdowns the next year. And then
he had like 45 and 4.
Yeah, and then I used that to prove to Guillermo that Matthew Stafford was actually a good quarterback.
Matthew Stafford is a very good quarterback.
Dude, got some good use out of it.
We're multifaceted here at Get Back to the Game podcast. All right, let's jump in.
Oh,
yeah, let's
Week 12
do
picks. We got 13 games. Like I said last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, we went 8-9. On the year, we are 112 and 81. So not too bad. Or maybe that might be before. Because I'm pretty sure we're 121 and 90. Yeah. We'll say 121 and 90. We'll just say that. All right, first game. It's a Friday night game. Clemson going on the road and playing at number 20 Louisville, who is a 2.5-point favorite. So this game is pick 'em, not spread pick. So I'm gonna kick us off. I actually have no idea.
You got to pick one of the two.
Thanks.
It's for the...
Yeah. Ugh. Can I pick the @ symbol? No. I don't want to pick Clemson, so I'm going to pick Louisville. I don't think they're going to figure it out. At Louisville, Louisville's coming off a bad loss. Yeah, I'll take Louisville. Louisville to win.
Give me Clemson. I think Dabo's starting to figure it out.
I love that.
I like good logos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm a logo guy. Clemson's got a good logo.
And they finally played a good game of defense against Florida State. And at some point you figure all of the talent, there's like no injuries on that defense. It's just littered with NFL talent, and they give up ridiculous amounts of yards and points. Last week they figured it out. I think at some point they were going to figure it out. And I think now is the time they figured it out. Louisville, to me, Cal wasn't a trap game. What I think is Cal was the best team they've played in a while and kind of exposed Louisville for what they are. Just like a really good defensive team. Well, they didn't even play good on defense against Cal. But, like, I don't think Louisville's offense right now is capable of winning them many games. Like, they've won. They haven't had a tough schedule, but rough game against Virginia Tech, Boston College, and Cal, 3 teams that are like not. I think Clemson gets them.
It's a beautiful get-right game for Clemson, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up their alley. You're getting ranked.
Right. It's good enough for them to get to the Russell Athletic Bowl.
Yep, fair enough.
Nice little goodie bag for you.
Right. The Belk Bowl is calling their name.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl.
No, that's a big game.
Oh.
That's
Wait,
a big
is
ACC. That was Iowa State, Miami with Cam
Oh, you're
Ward.
right.
I'd love an ASU Pop-Tart
The
Bowl this
Cheez-It
year.
Bowl then.
That would be so
In Arizona,
awesome.
an ASU Pop-Tart
Imagine
Bowl.
Jeff Sims playing the Pop-Tart Bowl as his last game.
Dude, I'd love that.
That's poetry.
That is poetry. in motion
Some
right
stories
there.
write themselves.
Yeah.
Are they by conference in the Pop-Tart Bowl?
Yeah, it's ACC and
You know who
Big
would probably
12.
play?
Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
I'd love.
Nah, I'm seeing Virginia. I'm seeing Virginia through the haze.
ASU Virginia just looks gross. I want
It
ASU
does.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, give me Georgia Tech. Let's go beat Hayden's King.
It's just like copy and paste the team style.
Yeah. Two teams that play the same brand of football.
Quarterback power for 4 quarters.
It's 19-17 at the end of the game.
Quarterbacks have 5 years less with their grandchildren.
Yeah. They walk away with 11 combined broken ribs. Alrighty. Second game on the list, we got number 24 South Florida going on the road and playing at Navy. Navy is a 9.5 dog in this.
What do you think about Navy, Philip?
Dude, I think they're gonna get run.
Think they're gonna get ran through?
Yeah.
How does South Florida beat them?
God, it's gonna be like 56-17.
Like how?
How Byron Brown is a dog. He's impossible to tackle. Not at all. No, they didn't make me feel very good the last 2 weeks.
Veterans Day week.
I know.
It's Navy.
This is a cover game. No, it's kidding.
Maybe did a really smart thing by front loading all of their easy games in the season and
I
then
know.
going.
Giving us
Then we'll
false
do
confidence.
the Notre Dame stretch, the North Texas stretch, the South Florida stretch. It's like right in time for Blake Horvath to get hurt. Just right in time. So for that reason, I'm out. South Florida.
South Florida easy. South Florida 3 touchdowns.
Hammer it.
Move on.
All right. Number 9, Notre Dame, coming off of probably their most difficult win of the season against Navy. They go on the road to take on number 22 Pitt. I actually like Pitt in this game. I don't think they win, but I think they
I
cover.
was about to say. So
Twelve
are you
and a
watching
half.
the same Notre Dame team?
No, Notre Dame is nuts. Let's not kid ourselves. Notre Dame is one of the best teams in the country.
Notre Dame
Top to
beat
bottom.
back at the Natty. That good.
Wow, they are that good. But 12.5 at Pitt. Pitt's playing for their lives right now in the ACC.
If they beat UConn, they get an auto bid.
Who?
Notre Dame.
Conference champions.
So right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Oregon State should be in the.
No, they're in a pack.
Yeah, they're in the pack. They're in a conference.
They're not going to win the conference. Washington State is.
No, Oregon State beat Washington State.
Well, no, they got to play the.
Are you ready to
No,
beat?
they got to see.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
got to keep the conference.
That's 1-0.
1-0 in
Oregon State's
conference.
back-to-back Pac-12 champs.
Dang. Good for them.
Well, no, it's Pac-12 is still based on regions.
So are they both in the north? Are they both in the south? Because I'm pretty sure they were both in the Pac-12 North.
There's Oregon State Conference, and there's Washington State Conference.
Okay. So they have to play again.
Yes.
Okay. To determine which.
But both get auto bids.
Wasn't there like? Okay, wait, hold on. This
Oregon State did just lose to Sam Houston State, so.
They were wins.
We got Philip on a tangent now.
Hold on.
What are you looking at?
While Philip goes on this, I'll say Notre Dame wins and covers. I like this Mason Renshaw kid, but I think Notre Dame's that good, and I'm not sold.
I knew it. I'm right. The tangent was they play Washington State twice this year.
Do they?
Yep, they play them on November 29th at Washington State.
Dang, different ballgame. It was at Oregon
There it
State.
is. That's the conference championship
Yeah,
right there.
we gotta
So
have.
it's point differential at this point. Whoever wins.
Pretty much. And they only won by 3, so they
Yeah.
have to win.
We need to invite everybody over for that game.
November 29th.
Day after Thanksgiving.
That is, that is the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Dang, crazy. Bring all the family.
I know. Pac-12 title.
It kind of sucks that the Apple Cup isn't that week, but it already happened.
Well, you're talking about the biggest game in Pac-12 history.
I know this is the biggest game in Pac-12 history. This is,
Biggest game of the season.
I know. Anthony Hankerson is still a dog.
He is.
He's the only one that seems to care about doing
Are we
anything.
all Notre Dame?
Yeah.
No,
not
you guys
sold
are
on
Notre Dame.
Pitt. It's wide
I'm Pitt
receivers
to cover.
against this man coverage, so give me Notre Dame. And Pitt's head coach was talking about like, it's okay if you lose 110 but like 13 because the only games like that are the ACC games.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's checked out of this game, I think. Tough
Alright.
soundbite for Narduzzi, but
It's
also
hard,
like
'cause-
pointing at college football's a broken system right now.
Yeah, really, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like, our game against Mississippi State did not matter at all.
I know.
And it's hard because what Notre Dame can just play however they want.
Yeah.
If they're non-compensated.
Well, this is a big game for Notre Dame. It's not necessarily a big game for Pitt.
Right, every game's a big game for Notre Dame, but Pitt,
I mean, what's stopping Notre Dame from just scheduling a bunch of patsies?
But also,
Every-
what does Pitt get from scheduling this game? This late in the year.
I don't know.
a good
Right.
chance to get your stars injured. Your game that doesn't win anything.
Did Pitt think they were going to be in this situation though?
Probably
No, I didn't think so.
All
All right, moving on.
They're just getting demoralized and ruin every chance they have.
U of A going on the road at Cincinnati
Cincinnati go. Dog walk.
against Utah. I'm gonna take U of A. That's purely because
Crazy.
we need them to win.
Yeah. It's weird to say I'm rooting for you with that win.
Yeah,
Shout
right.
out Kevin. But I think since he wins, I think U of A just not the most impressive win against Kansas. Kind of lucked it out at the end there. I don't know. U of A fans might come at me. Kevin might come at me for saying that, but they haven't looked particularly great. I mean, they look great against Colorado, but so does everybody. And I think Cincy, one weird loss to Utah doesn't define your season. It's at home. They dominate at home.
I know. Like I want to pick Cincinnati. Well, my gut says Cincinnati wins this game, but I'm gonna pick with my heart, and my heart is sad by picking this. So
Yeah, it's going to be hard this year for you. I'm just not going to watch that game.
just keep it on the score. You got Cincy? Sam, what you thinking?
Root for you, babe. Since he's been too much at home, coming off bad loss, think they're going to be sharp. U of A's bid.
U of A is
Go Bearcats.
That's highlighted you in the footage.
I'm not talking about.
Look at that.
That was a miss.
You did it. And so, I couldn't switch.
Yeah.
No light out now.
No, sorry. Alright. William, we got number 21 Iowa at number 17 USC. I didn't even give you, I was going to give you 3 minutes to rant about the Iowa game earlier, but we'll skip past that. Alright, Iowa is a 6.5 point dog to USC in LA.
Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach, and I think all of Hawkeye Nation is. We're just like pissed that we can't find ways to win these one-score games and like important games. And I think this week that changes. I think we go to the West Coast and finally win a tough game against a good team. Like
Couldn't agree more.
6.5. I understand why they do it because if it's a USC game, then Iowa just can't keep up with USC.
Yeah.
But if it's an Iowa game, like I think Iowa, USC is a good team. I don't think I have any reason. I just think a pissed off Iowa team is not a fun team to play against. I think that's all I think. I don't know. I don't know if they have a great line on this game. I can see USC winning this game, but this is my upset of the week.
Iowa
Go
wins.
Hawks.
Yeah, I got Iowa in this one too. Coming off, I mean, they don't lose back-to-back games. Give me Iowa.
Until they have to go to LA and play Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
Kyle Lemon is top 3 receiver in the country.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Not enough white boys in that secondary.
That's not true. That's not true.
Not enough sauced up white boys.
That's not true. Watch out for the boy Zach Lutmer, slot corner, moves into linebacker sometimes. He's got a pick 6 against Minnesota. He's balling, bro. Zach Wilson shutting down receivers in the slot.
Is he a white guy?
I'm gonna get an ESPN notification. Kyle Lemon unreal touchdown. He's gonna head top your boy.
He's been beaten a couple of times, but you'll stay on the lookout for the shorts of Zach Wilson.
All right, you made the list. All right. Let's go. All right, Sam, I gotta put you down as USC.
Nice.
All right.
Paper to Gene.
Oh, all right. That's a
Helmet
statement.
down there.
Hey, you know how we feel about Sam Cooper to Gene is in this spot.
You recruit the same guys.
See patterns.
There you go. There's something about this guy. Yeah.
There's no return punts. That's the only thing he doesn't.
Well, you have another sauced up white boy who does that.
Dude.
Yeah. He's not. He plays offense, unfortunately. All right. Next game, we got number 11 Oklahoma going on the road to play number 4 Alabama. Alabama's a 5.5 point favorite. I don't get that. That line's-
What don't you get?
That line's
Think it's too small?
Small, yeah.
Small.
It's at Alabama. I think it's way too small.
I could see upset in this game, honestly.
Yeah, I could too if Mateer plays good football, but Bama.
I mean,
at home.
LSU gave him a little trouble.
Yeah, that's not the way I think Mateer's going to play well enough. I think Bama's defense is going to play better for sure, but Mateer, I think will play well enough. The thing that scares me is Alabama has struggled to protect Ty Simpson at points this season. South Carolina gave him all they could handle, and Oklahoma's got one of the best pass rushers in the country. So that's where I see this game getting a little hairy. Where I see it in Bama's favor is that I think our Mason Thomas is going to be out this game. So for that reason, I'm going to lean Bama here.
You think 5.5 is too small?
I do.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
just
the
think
thing
Alabama at home.
I do understand. I think Oklahoma's starting to catch a little bit of steam. Alabama didn't just come out and dominate LSU like I thought they would. But I still think Ty Simpson's a better quarterback. Alabama's hot. In Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Crazy that week 0, if you had said that same statement, that you think that Ty Simpson's the better quarterback.
It would be crazy. It would have been crazy like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah. All right, so we got
the
Bama.
receipts for the sake of our podcast, showing you guys the Ty Simpson highlights in the offseason.
Yeah.
We were on Ty Simpson's pod.
We were. William was on Ty Simpson. He's given us credit. I was not on Ty Simpson. You showed me the spring game and I was convinced, but
He was cooking.
I know he was cooking,
But
I
he
didn't.
didn't. The thing is,
You
he
made me
didn't
believe
cook
it was
in the
CJ
Florida
Clark.
State game. Huh?
No, he didn't cook in the Florida State game.
But then he just picked it up.
Yeah, he did. But you were singing Ty Simpson's praise. You're like, he'll bounce back. I don't know if we had the audio to prove it, but
No, probably not just conversations here, but yeah, just watching him play and clean up last year. This guy's so much talent.
dude,
You
he's
know,
saucy. He can sling that
As a
thing.
Bama fan, you're like, you love Jalen Milroe, but how in the world?
Yeah, I know.
Let's start with Ty Simpson.
Right.
We love Jalen Milroe. Love Jalen.
You can't really. The thing is, you can't operate the offense with Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
You can with Ty Simpson.
Right.
And it's just Milroe's not there as a passer yet. He's
Right.
he probably was the best athlete at Alabama last year, which is crazy
Yeah.
as a quarterback at Alabama. But gotta be able to throw the ball around.
It's no shade of Milroe, just how
Not at all.
No. It's just
We're big fans of
Milroe's a third round pick.
See if they're under there.
He's a back quarterback.
Yeah, right. All right, next up we got number 19 Virginia going on the road at Duke. This is funny to me. Duke is a 4.5 point favorite in this game. Duke just lost to UConn.
Shows you how fake Virginia is.
I know,
Duke's
and that's
gonna
exactly
bounce
why
back.
I'm picking Duke.
I'm
I
going
know.
Duke here.
Yeah, I'm rolling Duke.
I was gonna go Duke even if they were
Well, you're gonna
You're pulling a Guillermo in fantasy.
Yeah. Hey Sam, it's 10:01. Can you start my guy?
Remind me what time it is right now.
I'm so happy that I never put up. If I would have put up with that one time,
Yeah.
it would have been a parasite.
Yeah, that was a time here.
It was.
Shout out here, Mom.
Yeah, buddy, you can't do that.
Gotta send me more.
You gotta, yeah, you gotta make a.
It wasn't a 6 a.m. Monday.
It's just regular game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a
I didn't want to wake up.
The funniest thing is, we got a notification from the ESPN Fantasy app that Drake London was out an hour before the game started.
Oh, he texted me that he was.
I should have screenshot.
He was asleep.
Tough one.
He slept in.
You get a notification when it says, "Hey, one of your players in your lineup is
He's
out."
active, yeah.
Right when he would have gone out.
Oh, yeah. I love you here. Alright, so we all got Duke. There's an asterisk. William.
Oh, we can
He doesn't get an asterisk.
stop.
Well, it doesn't matter because we as a podcast pick Duke anyway, so this just affects his record.
Right, you're gonna get an asterisk on that whatever. If
Yeah.
you want it right now, you get it. It goes to
I absolutely don't understand this take.
If we tie,
This
This is clip farm.
Yeah.
No.
You guys are clip.
if we somehow end at the end of the year tied in record for picks, just know that's the asterisk that gets taken away from you. That's the tiebreaker right there.
UCF national champs right above.
Yeah.
Well, you deserved it.
That's right. Good facts. We're the national champion. Congratulations. That's big time. Alright. Number 13, Utah. It's a 7.5 point favorite going
I'm
on.
excited for this one.
I am so excited for this game. At Baylor.
What?
I want this game.
Say it. Speak your truth.
Baylor can't stop the run. How am I supposed to sit here and have hope that they're going to figure it out defensively?
You got a cool tight end.
They should
They have a
do.
really cool tight end.
See, the thing I wrote down here is could get interesting with Baylor's wide receiver core. We know Utah plays a ton of man. We know Baylor's receiver core is
Michael
nasty.
Trigg against Doggett. Just him in the slaughter and slants on
I
him.
mean, you got Josh Cameron, Cole Wilson, Prentice.
Yeah.
They got weapons.
Having Michael Trigg line up on the inside slot where you have like trips to the right, he's the inside receiver, and he just it's this clean little slant, man. It's a touchdown.
The problem is,
Also, Josh Cameron,
they can't stop him.
he's the most unattackable receiver in college football. Like, imagine him catching a ball in man, shaking one dude off. He's gone. He's gone. They're not breaking him down. Or at least it's like a 30 or 40 yard game.
Because I want to beat Baylor. I'm rooting for Baylor.
Yeah.
But and I hope that I'm wrong, that they can finally figure out a way to stop the running game. But they just. I'm going to say Utah to cover.
Wow.
To be honest.
Wow.
That's what I
That's
think is
way
gonna
too
happen.
much thinking for me. Give me Baylor. Baylor wins at home.
I knew this was coming the way you're like, why are you getting so excited about Josh Cameron? Like,
Because Baylor is winning at home. They are going to pack out that stadium. It is going
I
to be
wanted to pick that as my upset.
chaos. It's going to be beautiful. The very least they cover. Utah plays terrible on the road. They do. They haven't played. The team they are at home versus the team they are on the road, way different.
you picking outright?
I'm picking them outright, but for the sake of the picks, am I sure about that?
Oh, we got another. It runs in the family. We got Asterisk City over here.
Come on now.
Utah
Let's take a look.
lost
I'm picking
by
them to.
3
It's my
to
upset
1
pick of the
on
week,
road.
but
They
they are
got
mine.
dummied at home. Well, what else have they won every other
Allow
game?
me.
Show me, please. I'm not understanding the take.
All right, here we go. At Wyoming, 31-6. Not the greatest game of all time. Yeah, they dog walked West Virginia. Going on the road to BYU, they played not the
Really
best
good
football.
football. They just turned the ball over.
Really good football. Devin Dampier was not great in that game. Anyway, you could be right, whatever. If you want to be right, you can have it. Here you go. Take a title.
I
and
just-
right. But
making sure we're staying accountable as a podcast.
oh, we are accountable. I'm just saying, if
I'm just saying things.
the
to say.
product at home, like here it is, home, 9 points. That's
I
what they
know
allowed.
the product at home. We watched it.
The most points
It was
they've
miserable.
allowed outside of Texas Tech, where they put it on plate, is 14 points. What's the Cincinnati? It's bad. They played 4 games on the road.
I get it. I hear what you're saying.
They played
I'm just-
one true road game and they lost. This is their first test on the road since BYU. It's a 5 p.m. kickoff.
We just haven't seen
Waco,
Baylor
Texas.
say like. I mean, they beat UCF, but that's not really a crazy thing to do.
I know.
I'm waiting for Baylor to show up like the team we thought they were going to be.
Well, you know what's going to happen though? When Utah goes to Texas, the exact same thing. I'm not making that joke. It was probably yesterday, but them get lost enough in an ancient city that whatever.
That was might have been Iowa. Missouri.
No, that's Independence. That's a whole different thing.
He's dialed on this
Oh,
topic,
yeah.
so I'm not gonna.
You think?
I'm not gonna disagree with Philip. on
You
this.
think
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that
it
was,
was Oliver Cowdery.
No, that was.
See,
No, I'm not gonna get into this.
This would be the Philip test, like the William test. is
Yeah, questioning me on.
Wasn't that?
Questioning Philip
his
on one
history.
history and
Yeah.
theology. He's dialed.
Isn't that where they thought the Promised City was going to be?
It's one of them. It was supposed to be in Texas, and somewhere between Texas and Mexico. They never found it.
So they got lost.
Well, they just stopped following the guy, and then the guy gave up. No, well, they were okay.
Give back to the game podcast. Come for the college football. Stay for the one of these things.
Yes, they stay for the Mormon history, false prophecy, and all that fun stuff. All right, the brief history of this is there was a guy who split off from Joseph Smith. His name's Oliver Cowdery. He claimed that he saw a vision of an angel Moroni. Joseph Smith was like, "No, this guy is weird. He's like 10. Get out of here. Don't steal my shine." And so he rallied a whole sect of them to go search for the promised land that the angel, his vision, told him about. They didn't find it. And then he was like, "Oh, what the heck? I thought I was a prophet." And then all those people abandoned him. And then he ended up, I think, rejecting Mormonism entirely. Fun stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy how much history in the Western United States there is. We're just right in the hot bed of it.
I know. And that's exactly why Utah's going to lose to Baylor.
There you go. You know, that's the best analysis I've heard this whole podcast.
That is
from you.
riveting analysis. I did learn that Brigham Young founded the school of Utah University.
Did it
Can
really?
you fact check me on that? I saw that on Busing.
It's probably a loyal husband to be able to do something
To which one?
prestigious like that.
Well, to which
We got
one?
some crazy clips in this one. No bias against BYU in our picking.
Yeah.
No bias.
None
Keep
whatsoever.
an eye on your widows.
I hate BYU not for their religious beliefs, but because of Chase Roberts. I said it. Can't stand Chase Roberts.
We love the LDS.
We do look
They're nice people.
They're wonderful people. All right, Sam.
Just
Utah or
having a
Baylor?
little fun. Having a little fun.
Utah or Baylor?
So, Baylor is getting some momentum. They're coming off a big win. Sawyer Robertson's starting to put it together, slinging the ball around. Utah was a lot for Cincinnati last week. But I think I'm thinking too much. I think I'm thinking too much.
I think you're thinking too much as well.
And I think we gotta roll with the Bears.
We gotta roll with the Bears. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want to do. That's what I want to
So
do.
now we
Stop
just
thinking.
now we look at William and say, William,
Stop thinking.
maybe the real William game is will William have fun?
Will William have fun? The answer's no. He's taking
I
Utah.
refuse.
He's gonna be sweating this game.
Yeah.
When we're gonna be having a
We're having a great time.
This is one of those classic win-lose situation. I'm guaranteed to win. I'm also going to take a loss, but I'm guaranteed.
The only reason Williams
Yes,
doing
he
good,
did help establish the University of Utah.
the only reason Williams doing good with his picks is because he has to be a tryhard. He doesn't
That's
match.
true. Facts.
Sweating too much.
You are sweating way too much. Alrighty. Well, here's another opportunity to sweat. Number 10,
Yeah,
Texas. Number 10,
Might know my
Texas at number 5, Georgia. Georgia's a 5.5 point favorite. What are we thinking?
What you got?
Your own thoughts.
I don't think Texas's resurgence is as impressive as we think. They honestly almost lost to Vandy after being up as big as they were.
It's true.
They should have lost to a Mississippi State team.
Should have lost to Kentucky.
Should have lost to Kentucky. Beat up a battered Oklahoma right throwing hand.
Practically.
I think they're
like
still
Giants
talented.
here.
I think they're starting to figure it out on offense, but at the same time, they haven't played great defenses. I think Georgia at home too much. Give me Georgia in this ball game.
I also take Georgia.
So, you've seen all the ads, right? You've seen all the commercials,
The glasses commercials.
glasses commercials.
What is it? Yori.
Who, Connor?
Arch.
Oh.
The Red Bull, college football, video
CFP
game,
25.
all the hype. Came out shaky.
Warby Parker. That was the glasses.
Came out shaky. I think it's time.
It's time.
I think it's time.
Finally,
I think Arch is going to come out. I think you're going to see loose, confident celebrations like you saw end of last year. I think Ryan Wingo looked really electric. First play of the game. I think Georgia is they're not like Georgia. They're like Georgia. It's still Georgia.
Right. They're not Georgia Tech. They're just Georgia.
I think it's time. I think Arch comes out and puts it together.
Yeah. I would love that, honestly. But I need all the ammo for the end of the year when Georgia Tech beats Georgia, so.
I just can't. Something about this game are stopping me. I can't pick against them. Like this one. I understand your thought process. I just can't go any on that side of the hill.
Yeah.
As you said yourself, I'm anti-fun.
That'd be fun.
I'm not anti.
350 yards, 3 touchdowns from Arch.
That would be so much fun.
Every social media account's gonna post every.
I'm thinking long term, thinking in the future. How much more fun would it be when Georgia Tech beats Georgia, and Georgia's a top 5 team versus number 11 because
Like
they
announced
lost
them
to
getting the
Texas.
ACC title game.
Oh, good question.
Yes.
This is an ACC game.
No. That's
So it
that's
doesn't
why
matter.
No
we
reason
don't have-
to just
Actually,
sit
a scrimmage.
That's why we don't have Pat Narduzzi, man.
Sit Haynes, sit all the guys, just get them right for the
We have Brent Key.
Honestly, I
That was
wonder if
way
we're gonna
more
see
about
that.
the game.
I wonder if we'd see that if Georgia Tech. I mean,
Not this year, not in this game, but I think maybe at some point it's coming. It's down the line somewhere.
Well, because think about it. If they go to the ACC title game and lose, but they have a win against Georgia on their resume, they're still a playoff team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
not
So
if they're
that's a
sitting,
big
not if
game.
they're sitting at 15 right now.
No, I'm saying
you're
only
only
if
gonna
they
see-
win. I'm saying they beat Georgia. They'd shoot to the top 10.
What if
But if
you're?
you lose in the conference championship, it doesn't get held against you.
What if you're?
So you still finish as the number 10 team in the country. You're a 2-loss team.
What if you're South Florida with no losses? What if you're South Florida with a two-game lead in the conference? Last game of the year, you're scheduled like Notre Dame, and you're already 24. And the only way you can get it is your title game. I know it's a weird situation. It's not gonna happen.
What's the situation? I'm sorry. I was
You have a
distracted.
2-game lead in your conference, and you're like 24 in the country.
So like the James Madison right now.
Yeah, but you have a non-conference game at the end of the year with like a top 10 team. You you win that game with a top 10 team, the most you're gonna jump is to like 16.
Yeah.
And you still have to win your title.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. That'd be a funny situation.
It's gotta be the right situation for it to happen. If it was like James Madison in that situation, for them, like Philip said, if they win that game and lose their conference championship, they might have just done enough to get in by beating a team that's gonna get in. So I don't know. It's gotta be the right situation. But nobody thought people would be sitting out bowl games.
It's true.
Now they're irrelevant, so
We got 4 more games here. This is the most fun game of the week.
alright, let's do it.
Kennesaw State at Jacksonville State.
Conference USA Championship.
This is practically the Conference USA Championship. They're both 5-0 in conference. Kennesaw State's 7-2 this year. Who would have thought? Not me. I'll be the first to put my hand up and say I did not see this coming. Did not think that they were going to make the jump right away and have an actual chance to make the playoff. I don't think they have a chance to make the playoff, but roll with me here. It's so much fun to dream for them. But to think, like the opportunity to go 10-2 your first year, 11-2 in like 11-2 if they win the conference championship, and to have an actual case would be pretty cool.
People don't know this was a triple option team 5 years ago.
People don't know that. No,
Yeah, you are people.
I am people. Because I did not know that.
But it's a fun story, but sometimes John Gruden, I think once famously said that some people have dreams, but he's into nightmares. And they run into a nightmare against Jacksonville State.
You think so? Alright. Alright, it's at Jacksonville State. Alright, William's got Jacksonville State. Sam,
Go Kennesaw State.
I'm going to go Kennesaw State too, just for the fun of it.
Can you tell me, name for me 2 guys on Kennesaw State's roster?
That's a great
Okay, name a single one.
Couldn't tell you.
Who's their starting quarterback?
It's D. Williams.
Dexter.
Dexter.
Yeah, he's now the backup. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a good poll. I'm impressed.
See, I watched a little bit of their games, but I'm not good enough with names as you are to remember it just by looking at it once. Alrighty, we'll move on from that game because it's TCU on the road at number
Smile
12
over here.
BYU.
This is another game that I wanted to pick the upset so badly. So
don't you?
very bad.
Are you anti-fun?
We've discussed this.
Okay.
Sometimes
Well, this is your opportunity to jump on the fun bandwagon. Because I'll kick us off right now and say, I'm taking TCU in this game. Like, you got me all the way messed up, Brad, if you think that I am going to pick BYU in this game. Come on. Who do you think I am?
The floor is yours, but
I want to be here. I'm riding with TCU fan-wise.
Before you say that, Sam, what are you thinking about this one?
I don't think Vegas is respecting BYU enough. I've had enough fun with BYU. I can't have too much fun. I have like Philip and March Madness.
It's true.
Too many Nate Darlings, too many Delawares, too many Corbett's.
How dare you bring up the number? If you would have brought up Justin Redform and those Hofstra.
I think you've had 3 years in a row Grand Canyon in the Sweet 16.
No, I've always picked against Grand Canyon. It's Houston. They're my darling.
Yeah, but they're dogs now.
They are now. But how many years in a row have I picked Houston to go to the Final Four?
4.
8.
That's crazy.
8 years in a row. Since 2017, I picked Houston to go to the Final Four.
Yeah, y'all don't know about Phillips' sleepers in college basketball.
He just shoots himself in the foot.
Well, no, I would pick
I
these
feel like if you
sleepers at
watch-
the beginning of the year. They would dominate the conference, losing the conference championship, wouldn't make the tournament. I was like, whatever.
And then his favorite player is like dominating the G League, gets a 10-day contract, like, oh my gosh, look at that guy. And then it's like back to the G League.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, overseas MVP. It's like, Oh, that's cool.
Hey, darn
And
baby.
he's like, yeah, he did pick a good player. But he's like, also, it hasn't worked out for him.
Yeah. If I get the Stanford career instead of your NBA careers, you're gonna be dogging the G League though. You're gonna play great overseas.
He's going to be wicked summer, dude. Signing.
Most really good collegiate players are good overseas. None of that work.
It's true. Alright, I sidetracked to this. I say TCU, you say BYU.
I'm also riding BYU.
Oh.
It sucks. I want to be with you. TCU's O-line is not great. If they were able to protect Josh Hoover, I think their season would look differently. And if they were able to run the ball better, their season would look differently. I think BYU is going to get after Hoover in this game. Their secondary is opportunistic. TCU has not played well since Baylor.
That's right. Nobody told me that.
I hope so, man. It's just at night in Provo is a tough time to do it.
I know. They're butt for it.
Are they?
Yeah, they came to
Not
Tempe
so
and they
sure
were
about
rattled.
that.
They were rattled by the energy in Tempe. They're gonna get rattled.
I don't think they were rattled by the energy in Tempe at all. They came in and
At the end?
smoked us from the
You
start.
tell me at the end when they started to slip more and the energy started.
I don't
temperature
know that
started
I
to
would say
rise.
that was an energy thing.
No, it was purely they just made mistakes.
They couldn't protect Josh Hoover.
It's true.
That's
No, they couldn't block Prince door, but that's what it was.
which is protecting Josh Hoover.
Yeah, what I'm saying, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna take BYU unfortunately. 12th game, before we jump into our ASU preview. Boise State going on the road at San Diego State. San Diego State is a 2.5-point favorite in this one. I'm gonna take San Diego State for Sean. Shout out Sean. And they got embarrassed last week. I think they get their get back this week.
Yeah, that was my same thought process. I think after a tough one last week and then coming home, they're just going to get back to the basics and went out a tough one against Boise State. I think it'll be pretty tight game, but I think they pull it out.
Yeah, I'm riding San Diego State. I think Boise State can have Madsen's playing, but he's out. Again, they looked terrible against Fresno State without him, so I think that's all that needs to be said. Good for you, Sean. Sorry, the boys aren't going to make it to the playoffs.
Alrighty. Quick pick. ASU, West Virginia. We're 10.5-point favorite.
You going to pick the cover?
Yeah.
West Virginia.
You think so?
I think we win, but West Virginia. I don't think we cover 10.
Fine. I'm gonna take us.
Have we covered 10.5 against anyone on any
Hey, if we pick them not to cover,
for
then
Texas State?
I'm actually scared of the ASU this week. I might have to go West Virginia just for the how it's going.
Are we getting into that on this episode, or are we splitting?
It's just one way to go.
Alright, I'll let you guys kick it off. No, we'll just roll right through. Let's do it.
What do you think it's on?
Let's do it. Alright. ASU at home this Saturday, November 15th at 11 a.m. They kick off against West Virginia, who's been hot lately. ASU's coming off a win at Iowa State. We've had now 2 weeks to prep for West Virginia, but Dilly gave the fellas the week off last week.
Did
They're
Billy
back at it.
fly to Alabama to go to Auburn University? You see that? People are trying to put it out on flight tracking. Turns out it was just a Turning Point USA jet going over there. Oh, and then some other people found Kenny Dillingham's face, his profile on the Auburn website. It's almost like he coached there before the picture with
Yeah.
Kenny Dillingham reiterated to his recruits this past week that he loves Tempe and he's staying here. I know that can be said as coach speak sometimes, but it's different. Kenny's different, and we're compensating him. We're paying him. And I know he came out and he said, "Hey, it's very possible he takes these jobs, but Kenny Dillingham is here to stay."
They said that.
Kenny Dillingham is here to stay.
You guys said that. He has the painful.
He said what I needed him to say this time. Like the first time he did not. He's definitely used to coach speak, being singularly focused, and now it's like, oh, I was expecting what he just said this time around. I believe him now this time around because like once he says it, I think he's gonna follow through. But like,
I was more worried about how he sent everyone home for a week. If he was going to then use that time to interview for jobs. But after getting through the week,
I didn't think about it like that. I just thought he was being a good coach.
It's always about money, man.
I know it is. You know, I just don't think like that. I don't think, you know,
Not like the other girls.
I'm not like the other girls. You know, I don't think ahead.
It's easy to
I think in the moment. I think what did Tilly say in his interview? He said, I'm going to give these guys the week off because they deserved it.
So I'm seeking a $6.5 million raise.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys keep talking. Let me go check on the kid.
So William,
Keep chopping it up.
why don't you give us a little more insight of how West Virginia's been playing, and what we're going to see out of West Virginia, and just overall what to look for. Is that okay?
before I do that, I do want to give us some credit, and I want to give ASU some credit. Kind of recapping the Ohio State game. We on this podcast, especially you mentioning that this game, the most important player in this game is Marcus Arroyo. He called the most brilliant game he's called at ASU. He did exactly what he said needed to be done. Justin needed to be plus 15 carries.
Watch the Utah tape.
Dude, yeah, it was perfectly called. Utilizing his legs, take shots downfield, like use the play action. I mean, he did. We loved it. It was a great game plan. We left points on the board. But specifically to now your question about West Virginia, they're an interesting team. It's crazy to me that they're winning games at this point, given the amount of injuries they're sustaining. Quarterback and running back, like they're just beat up. They have decent defensive pieces. A lot of transfers, tons of transfers. Big win against against Houston, and a good win on the road against Colorado. The thing to be nervous about with West Virginia, in my opinion, they seem to have found the answer at quarterback, Scotty Fox Jr. He's been throwing the ball better than anyone has for them this season, and he's a dual threat guy. He's a 6'2", 215 big guy, runs the ball well. The thing, as an ASU fan, this offense will remind you of Utah's offense. They're a spread read team. Like, they spread you out. They'll run a lot of the jet motion read options. They like to, what is that, like a veer option with the quarterback up the middle instead of the quarterback to the outside, where the running back is almost on like a sweep play, and the quarterback's got power ISO on the read.
Inverted beard.
Yeah, inverted veer. They do a lot of that, and it's something ASU has struggled mightily against this season, against the QB run and those outside running back plays. In West Virginia, that's pretty much their bread and butter. I mean, that's been Rich Rod's bread and butter since Pat White and Steve Slayton early on in his West Virginia career. This is an offense that scares me because it's a stylistically an offense we struggled against. We saw us struggle against Houston with Conor Redmond, even though that was more of a, what is that, 12 personnel QB counter with the running back leading through the hole. Like, we just struggled against the quarterback run this season. Stylistically, it is a tough offense to raise.
Yeah. I think the hardest part for us with the QB run is our unwillingness to get out of the two-high shell. And I think that's just the perfect answer to beat us, because you can still come out and spread with the QB run and still find a numbers mismatch because your runner is your quarterback. When if you're coming out in 11 personnel and you're running the football, your quarterback's not involved in the play, but you have an athletic quarterback So that is a big one. If you don't have guys that are consistently to play the 2-high shell effectively throughout the majority of the game and stop the run, you have to have some absolute stars in the interior defensive line and that inside linebacker. And when you don't get quite the disruption that you have there, you might need to pull it down a little bit and bring more guys into the box. But and the thing is, you just have to do that. And you have to just play more, just more cover 3 and man coverage on the outside and let your corners do what they do. I know you don't have to worry about that with Keith Abney, but Jamin Robinson's been a little up and down this year. I think that's just really where it has to go, as tough as it is, and just bringing more guys in the box, especially how we're racking up a couple more injuries in the front seven. So.
Yeah. And I think especially for an offense like this, it's something that we struggle against because, like you said, we need elite play out of the interior D-line and linebackers. And that's just something we haven't seen this year. Like, our interior D-line has been a bit more space fillers than disruptors, which is something we're used to seeing at ACU. For those that want to remember the 3-9 seasons, we had Sean Mallory, Nesta J. Silvera, 2 NFL guys, we've had Mel Lynn, we've had Will Sutton, guys that have been historically disruptive, guys that disengage from blocks. We just don't disengage from blocks on the interior very well. I think that's been a big problem for us with these offenses. When we get engaged from blocks, we don't disengage. I think at times Keyshawn Elliott's done well at that, but Jordan Crook is undersized. If he's not swinging through linemen to take bad angles, they'll take a good angle and he's probably going to get blocked. And it's going to be a tough play for us. We kind of lack a little size with that at linebacker. And like I said, if CJ Fight and Jacob Bushkabeka are not disengaging from blocks and making plays and getting in front of players and
Where's her bottle?
Where's this bottle that I'm really nervous about because I don't think they're the greatest athletes in the interior.
That is a major concern.
Okay.
Because we saw how it was with Iowa State. We were able to find our rhythm because we were consistently able to call on quarterback power, quarterback counter, quarterback draw to gain chunky yardage. It's pretty cheap yardage too. It's not much sophistication there. And that's the thing too, is it's really easy to, they're very mistake-proof plays. So, yeah, we'll see. It really comes down to, can they stop them up front? And it's also on the flip side too. It's how much is Arizona State going to score from how they do it this week?
Marcus Arroyo willing to stick with an 8-man to revert to his typical Sam Levitt style.
If they do come out similar to Iowa State game plan, doesn't work right away, is he going to be quickly to revert back? Is he going to let it down? It's just how's he going to react to that first week?
Yeah, I think a lot of the plays are just accuracy, very accurate. Against Iowa State.
I think the big one too is the mental factor about when you're the focal point of the other team and you're seeing that you are directly affecting the offense and making things go well. He gets him in his own reaction as much. I'm sure that's positively affecting how he's throwing to people. It's not like these guys can't do it, it's just are they able to do it? Biggest moments when the pressure's on. And I know just as being Cardinals fans, we've seen a lot of this with article, he still has the same ball skills, but he almost got the yips because the combination of the Cardinals are a really run-heavy play-action team, not as much creativity. He spends a lot of the game disengaged. He didn't even really have 6 catches into the Cowboys game. And how much of it is he was used to just constantly getting fed his whole career, and then we can go, the philosophy changes, you're not getting fed your whole career, or in your head, you're saying I'm getting in your head affects your game so much. So I really hope Marcus Arroyo, after seeing how much the quarterback run game got Jeff Sims able to calm him down in the pocket, because he was not calm enough in the game. He was losing emotionally. And yeah, you really just have to put Jeff Sims in situations early to where he's not in his head, he can just play free and know that he is an important player. Guys can rally around him. He's more than good enough to win this football game and be the quarterback who faces you right now.
Yeah. I love that. I don't know a ton about West Virginia defensively. Like, I know some of the names they have. I don't know a ton schematically about what they do. But what I do know is offensively right now we're comparable to Houston. Like, quarterback power, we're going to run a lot of our offense out of that play type on the right third ball most times a game. I think that's kind of the system we're looking at. And West Virginia themselves struggle to stop that. They had some opportunistic interceptions and turnovers that won them the game. They gave up their points. I think this is not a defense that we should have success against. We should be able to run the ball against. Throwing out the Colorado game to evaluate the game really in terms of elements of their offense in Colorado. Colorado's not a team right now that I would gauge competition based off of. I know Joe Mills just started his first game. We'll have to talk about that next week in Colorado. You go to Colorado. But kind of as it stands right now, I agree totally with what you're saying. Either way, I stick to the game plan. Just honestly, the rest of the season is going to be on the legs of Jeff Sims.
And just a big one too is Jeff Sims. When you're running the ball, you got to check the running back. That ball security needs to get better. We turned the ball over 3 times, and we still didn't win the game against Iowa State. But over time, that doesn't bode in your favor when you lose the running back. So if we're gonna run Jeff Sims 15, 20 plus times again, ball security needs to be there. You still need to be, you can be smart about when you can get down, avoid heavy contact with defensive linemen and linebackers, larger safeties. If you're dealing with the corners in contact, don't be afraid to finish your run and get extra yards. You're a big guy, but we need downfield. So I just really hope he's getting coached up on sharpening up how he is and knowing that you're turning into a running back, you need to have a bit of that quarterback mentality to where if you're in a situation where you're going to be squaring up with a 230-pound linebacker, you're not doing the team a favor to get extra yards if your collarbone's broken, right? So you're a big guy, but just
If you see a DB, the shoulder down.
if it's something you have an angle on it, just start thinking about these things, putting these things in his head. If you have an angle on a defensive back and he's starting to go low on you, don't be afraid to stiff arm, but you don't need to be stiff arming linebackers, It's almost avoiding contact, but just knowing when to see mismatches to when you can use your physicality to your advantage while
And also that slide on third down.
Yeah.
On the first down is
being effective there. So I think he will. I think he responded really well. I was really impressed with the Iowa State game. It's just going to be interesting to see how our offense evolves going forward with Levitt out for the year. Wouldn't be surprised if we're going to do Tyson a favor and let him start prepping for the draft. sad that it's this way, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Jordan Tyson the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there too. I honestly think it depends on the importance of the games at the end of the season. Like if U of A is a game that's going to get us to 9 wins, I think I could see Jordan Tyson back.
I think that's a big one too. I think Kenny knows that the best thing to do is what's best for Jordan Tyson and his family, and that is he's put up phenomenal tape for you this year. And well, unless he's can do something that directly affects us in the postseason, it's not really a reason for him to play. It's just the nature of the business now.
Yeah, and I think we have what we need at receiver. We've seen an emergence of Malik McClain, which is encouraging. We've seen Jalen Moss, honestly, against Iowa State, he looked really good. And, like, 2 catches, but he also had that one for a touchdown on the false start that got called back. But, like, he was starting to look like the guy we got from Fresno State. And between that, Shimon Taylor has been amazing as a receiving weapon. So, like, I think we have what we need to finish this year 3-0 in terms of talent and bodies. The question is staying healthy and execution. Because, I mean, let's be real, we finally got the game plan we wanted, but now we have teams knowing what the game plan is going to be the rest of the season. So they're going to have schemes ready for these game plans. The question is going to be execution and what the wrinkles look like.
Yeah. No, I would love some of these. Yeah, just knowing when the effective time is to throw those, giving the quarterback power look with a play action, with fly sweep play action, with false pulling guards, with quarterback run. You gotta look at the tape that you put up and the tape that West Virginia is gonna be studying and be like, how can I screw with their heads? You have to put yourself in their shoes. It's like, okay, if you're seeing a lot of 2 guard pulls, single guard pulls, you gotta have a wrinkle in there with false pulls, with play action, you gotta be able to pull both those cards out of your hat and just being effective with them.
Yeah.
Understanding that, hey, in the chess match, you're gonna have to set one up early for a big move later in the game.
Right. I agree. And then it'll just be also on the offensive line. Like, winning your one-on-ones, being aggressive, blocking on your blocks.
And the thing is, when they've been playing good, they've been playing good. And it just comes down to another mental thing. I mean, they're seeing how much good tape they were able to put up. Yeah, you want your quarterback running for 200 plus yards. You're going to look at who's blocking for this guy.
The Honitor is getting senior goal invites.
Yeah, so go do it again. Go do it again. And this just comes down to one play at a time and physicality.
Right.
But it's easier said than done.
Right. So for us, I think we both said it. We have West Virginia covering, but ASU winning. So
I think it's going to be a pretty low scoring affair.
me too.
I think you're going to see probably a 20 to 13 game.
This team's just almost incapable of pulling away when they need to.
Yeah.
Finishing games.
Yeah. It really just depends on how much we're able to break open the big play and how much the passing game is actually there. But hey, we had some big plays in the run game though, so we'll see. I think our lovely host Philip had to take on some fatherly duties.
Yeah. So
We some pretty good schematic conversations.
yeah, we broke up the X's and O's a little
Yeah,
bit.
so that was a good time. But yeah, we got Jeff Sims this weekend. I know all of ASU faithful is rallying around him after seeing just how dirty that jersey got against Iowa State. But it's fun. We miss Levitt, we miss Tyson. They're our boys. But it's next man up, and that's how it's always been. And a lot of times we just seem to feel more comfortable as underdogs.
Yep.
So let's go out, let's get them, and let's go 1-0 this week.
Yes, sir.
That's our ASU breakdown.
Go Devils.
Go Devils. See you guys.